Hello and welcome back to my channel, High Spirits. My name is Ashley, some people call me Ash, and as I mentioned, I want to share my journey with you. So I want to share the highs and the lows, and this week we're going to be talking about motivation. I know so many times people say things like, I don't have any motivation, I can't find the motivation, and I'm here to give you some tips and just my perspective on motivation that might make you, well, a little bit more motivated. Our motivation level is an imitation of two things. One, our thoughts and beliefs about motivation, and two, the things that you actually say in regards to motivation. And so are you thinking that motivation is just this incredibly difficult thing to come by? Are you saying that you don't have any motivation and that you can't find any motivation? These things that you think and say are going to become true in your life. So really be careful about those thoughts and beliefs that you're having and the words that you're actually speaking out into the universe. So just like everything else in the world, motivation is something that you have to work towards. You can't just wake up one day and automatically go from being this person that procrastinates everything in their life to this person that's going to get up and do just one thing after another right away. So let's work towards slow and steady progress of just little things that you can accomplish. Is there a basket of laundry that has been sitting there for a few days? Instead of walking past it 10 times, why don't you put it away? What about the dishes? Do the dishes need done? These are simple tasks that I have implemented into my life, and it's made it a lot easier to find more motivation in my daily practices just by doing it with the little things that aren't that complicated. You're not going to be very motivated if you're busy worrying about the things that honestly won't matter in 5 years from now. You're not going to be motivated to do the things that you don't enjoy. Now let's be real, as an adult there's always going to be things that you don't want to do but you have to do it, and those are the things that we just have to use willpower, suck it up, and get it done. However, things like your career, your relationships, all of that good jazz, you have a choice in what you do. If you're not enjoying it, try something else and keep trying until you find what fills your cup. The last thing that I want to mention is your Purushartha. Now, I'm not too sure if I said that word right. It's a really big word, but I want to talk about it because I learned about it in my yoga course, and what it means is for the purpose of the soul. There are 4 parts to your Purusharthas. The first part is your Dharma. Your Dharma is your duties. You can have multiple of these. You can be a parent, sister, brother, friend, coworker, employer. All of these things will lead you to having specific duties. And then we have your Artha. This will be the materialistic things that you're going to need to fulfill your Dharma, to fulfill those duties. And short story, Zach and I went through our whole entire house. We cleaned it out, donated a whole car filled with stuff because we simply didn't need the stuff. It didn't support our dharmas. And since we have done that, we've been a lot more organized and our lives have been a lot less chaotic. The third thing is actually going to be your kama. And this is where a lot of people forget about themselves. This is your joy and happiness. Now, with your joy and happiness, you can make sure that your Dharma is making you happy. You can make sure that your job is making you happy. Your relationships are making you happy. All of the things. Make sure that your Artha is making you happy. All of your materialistic items. Everyone's Dharma, Artha, and Kama will be different. Now, when you find balance in the 3 that I just listed, you'll actually be able to find moksha, and that is the 4th part that I'll be mentioning. And that is your balance and freedom. I feel like motivation actually goes so well with your Purusharthas because I had no motivation to clean out our house until I had learned about it. Once I learned about it and I realized that, you know, when I find balance in my Artha, I'll find balance in the rest of my life, I couldn't wait to clean everything out. I just think it's a fun fact. It was extremely helpful to me. I hope it was helpful to you. Let me know which part of your Purusharthas is out of balance, whether it is your Dharma, Artha, or your Kama. I would say Moksha, but your Moksha can't be in balance unless if you have balance in the first three. So that's not an option. So maybe it's something as simple as you taking a step back and cleaning out your house and taking care of yourself first before you go out and try to get motivated to do something else. It starts inside of you. Take care of yourself, take care of you, because you matter first. Make sure that you are filling up your cup, because you can't pour from an empty one. All right, friends, that's all I've got for motivation. And if you have any other questions that I did not answer, please make sure that you leave me a comment, or you can go ahead and send me a message on my Instagram. Next week, we'll be talking about spirituality and yoga and just how I got into it, my overall journey, where I see myself going with it, all of that good stuff. Make sure that you hit subscribe so that you don't miss next week's video. All right, friends, I will see you next week on High Spirits.